All right, let's do your energy check-in. I don't even know where I want to start today. Interesting. Where do I want to start? Well, since I don't know where to start, we'll start with angels, right? We'll go ahead and start with our angels. Angels, gods, and goddesses, as well as Mother Gaia cards. We'll start there. See what our guides have to say. And then we can go deeper from there. Just for me, what am I feeling? Universal collective energy. Excuse that yawn. Yeah, I feel a fire in the belly. Let's see what that's about, okay? All right, let's get some, there we go. Let's get some guidance. Okay, let's get some guidance. Okay. All right, we have Night Wind, which talks about facing fear, subconscious release, and healing. All right, we've been on this for a minute now, and I am going to encourage you every single day if that's what it takes. Not a problem for me. Facing fear. That's been something that we've been doing for a while. So going ahead and standing up to those goblins, right? You know, not being afraid to tap into that shadow side of yourself and do the work. Not being afraid to have those difficult conversations that you don't want to really have, especially the ones that don't put you in your best light. But going ahead and addressing those and releasing them so that you can continue to move forward. Releasing them is also going to offer you or provide you with a lot of healing. So heal those places, love those places in the dark that you don't like to go in, but love them and face them and then release them, okay? So that the message can then come through. Positive news and a positive outcome. So go ahead and walk in the dark so that you can get out of that tunnel, that darkness, and step right into the light. This also feels very much yin and yang energy for me. This is very much balance, okay? Good energy right there. Nice. Nice. Okay, so facing our fears. Once you face those fears and you have that conversation with self or with whoever, and if it's not even a conversation, whatever your fear is, whatever it is that you're kind of stuck on, once you go ahead and face that and you release that, then your message is going to come through. Just the other day, there was the message in a bottle card that came out. So there is something that you're waiting on, you're waiting to hear about, you're waiting to discuss. There is something, but it requires you to take a particular step. Okay, let's see. Let's see why Night Wind is here, please. Why is Night Wind here? Okay, so some of you might have a Gemini or a Leo who wants to come back, but you may have realized that they weren't maybe good for you. I have the Lovers, the Strength card, and the Seven of Swords. Okay, I feel like there might have been a Gemini or a Leo who, or air or water, air or fire sign, that may have left, may have walked out. Sorry, they came out like this, but it didn't really matter. That may have walked out and you let them go. And actually you're releasing them I feel like more than anything, yeah, you let them go because they really weren't that good for you. You realized, hey, you're kind of, you kind of bring some things into my life that I don't really want. And I thought I wanted them at the time. I really thought I was in love with you. I really did. But now I'm going to have to let you go on out the door because you're not really that awesome for me. It's going to take a lot of strength and courage to move forward because you did have some really strong feelings for this person, it feels like. But you know it's in your best interest to let them go. This is... let's take this really deep for a second because I don't know who's out there watching, but I know I need to say this message. For those of you in relationships where things are hard, is it harder to stay there? Is it harder to leave? Okay, so kind of ask yourself those type of questions. You know your situation better than me. Use discernment. But if you're strong enough to stay there for somebody to knock you around and treat you cruel or whatever the circumstance may be, if you're strong enough to stay in that day to day, then what makes you think you're not strong enough to be by yourself? So kind of really, again, have those uncomfortable conversations with yourself. Jump into that shadow side. Jump into that darkness. Jump into the real conversation that you need to have. Why am I here? What is keeping me here? What about this situation am I afraid to lose? And it's really not so much about the other person as much as it is you. You may want to put it off on the other person, but it's really a you thing. So let this lover, I don't even want to call him a lover, but let this lover or this person go. If this passion, this partnership, there's some type of partnership, whether it's romantic or not, there is something that needs to be released. And really, when it comes down to love, I would say release this negative love, this bad love that you might have over here. Release that love so that good love can come in, because we see positive news and positive outcome. So let that go and allow yourself to really experience something more. This person also, whoever this relationship or this person also kind of willingly walked away. They walked away with like a little, I don't know what that is, snarkily snark. They know they wasn't right. They know they wasn't really right. They know they had their own selfish interest at times. They know what they did. They know what they are. They know, you know who they are, and now you realize who they are even more clearly, and you're like, you know what, keep going. I'm gonna take what you left behind, because those are some valuable lessons that you taught me. But as you walk out the door and steal all of the goods and the time and the energy and the love that I gave you, as you walk out the door and you take that from me, you steal that from me, or you stole that from me, this is what I learned. So I ain't bad off. You think you got a lot of stuff. Yeah, you did, because I gave you gems, jewels, for you to take with you and go on about your life. This is what you left me with. So I clearly gave you more than you gave me. And so let them go. Let them go. Him, her, whatever. I'm just saying, let them go. Okay? Let's go a little bit deeper on that one before we go over into the positive, the message card. Let's get some type of advice. Or let's go with the energy here, and then we'll get an advice card. What's the energy here of this whole situation? What's? I want to make sure. I want to see if this is what I'm. Okay, okay. There is a person that like I said, that walked out, or that you released, and then there's also someone who wants to come back, though. There is someone who wants to come back, but I feel like your test is to not, because of look of what they did. I feel like it's going to take a lot of strength, because you really did care for this person. There was a lot of passion and intimacy and desire. There was just a lot of sparks flying with this person. You just got along well. It was just a great partnership. So it's going to take a lot for you to turn around and say no, especially for those where it was like a steamy thing. Your loins, Your loins are like, yes, 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 I'm going for it. But you know that's not going to work out well for you. Underneath the deck that popped up is indecision. So you're kind of going back and forth. Tap into that strength. Ask your guides for strength. Look at the situation again and think about it as a whole. And then realize, do you really want that? Or are you really looking at just the good parts and you really don't even know how this relationship would be if the bad parts, or if shit hit the fan, you know? So be realistic. Have those conversations. It might be scary for you to tell this person you no longer want to be with them. Yeah. It might be scary for you to tell this person you no longer want to be with them, or that, or it might be, you know, a little tense for you. You might be afraid to have that conversation, but have it, because you're worth so much more than that. There's, again, some powerful news and positive news coming to you, positive outcome, positive message. And I think it has to do with you knowing your self-worth. As soon as you realize that you deserve more from this person than what they gave, after all this that they took, oh honey, you getting it back. And then some, okay? And then some. But it is going to require you to know your worth, for sure. It's going to require you to know your worth. You want the blessing of a strong relationship, of a partner who backs you up and you back up them. You want a person who won't take more than they can give from you. You want someone that you feel like feeds you as much as you feeds them. You want somebody that is a partner, you know, a team. You want somebody like that. If that's what you want, then you have to know that that's what you're worthy of, okay? You can have it. You can have it. You just got to know you're worthy of it, okay? Let's go ahead and clarify the message. Whatever it is, if it's not a person, if it's a house, then go for that house. If it's a car, go for that car. If it's a job, go for that job. You can have it. You're worth it. You can have it. You're worth it. Step up and step out. Right now, you can't see this message. It's meant to be that way. Some of it is because you're looking too hard for it. The Eight of Swords, the Seven of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like you are, I feel like you're on guard. Like as soon as it comes in, I'm gonna snatch it up. I got this, I got this, I got this. You're not, it's not time. I sure be glad when it is. That's for sure. Eight of Swords, you can't see it. And you are thinking about it a lot because you don't want to miss it. That's what it is. Like you're totally on guard. It's like, okay, as soon as that message comes in, I'm going to take it and I'm going to go running. I don't feel like this is a defensive, like you're being defensive about anything. I think it's just you standing guard, waiting for this message to come in because you can't see it. You know that it's coming. You've been told that it's coming, but you just can't see it. You cannot, but you are looking out for it. And because you are looking so hard, where they say a watch pot never boils, you're looking so hard that that's kind of the, I got feathers flying everywhere. That's why you can't see it. It's because it's not time. So just relax and trust that the message will come to you when it's time to come, okay? Four of Pentacles, you're not going to miss it. When it comes, you're going to know, and you're going to hold on to it, and you're going to do exactly what you need to be doing. But you're going to have enough, more than enough too. You're going to get those nuggets. It's not just like, it's not just one message. It's like one message, but it's going to teach you a lot of things. I guess that's the best way I could say it. It's one lesson, but you'll learn a lot of things. You're going to get a lot of nuggets from that one message that comes through. Oh, I love it. I love it. So relax just a little bit. Don't get yourself all tied up in knots trying to look for it, and just relax. It will naturally come to you. Don't worry about it, okay? It's going to come. You're going to see it. Yeah. Six of Swords, the Death card, the Eight of Wands, and the Magician. It just says continue to move forward. Let things die that need to die. Let go of things. Remember, face any fears, right? Have that rebirth. Move towards a new life. And once you do that, then things will start coming in really fast because you're in a manifesting energy. Well, so if you want to break away from a relationship, then go ahead and do what you need to do to set yourself up for that. Because the energy that you're in right now, this Magician energy, is saying, hey, dream it, map it out. I'm going to give you the knowledge. I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give you the message on how to proceed forward so that you can get out of the situation. But envision yourself out of it. See yourself out of it. Don't see, oh, I'm going to be fighting and it's going to be a lot of arguing and it's going to be all, don't see it like that. Just see yourself already out, already at peace. If you're going to imagine it ain't even going to be all of that. I even just ask Spirit to to take care of it, right? Let God take care of it. Sometimes, you know, somebody is removed out of your life just over something silly, something simple, right? But you like, you know what? I'm glad that they gone anyway because I didn't have the heart to tell them I didn't really want to hang out with them no more anyway. So when that happens for you, let it happen because that's a favor. Okay, that's a favor that Spirit is doing to you or doing for you. Once you do that, once you end what needs to be in or end what needs to be in, y'all know what I mean. Once you do that, you're gonna create things and they're gonna start coming in fast. Things are gonna be coming in fast. The things that you've been manifesting and thinking about on the positive end, they're gonna flow right on into you. It's just going to take you moving out of the old the situation that you're in. It's going to take you breaking that. It's coming up as a Death card because it's going to be major. You are really going to have to step out. Like, see, there you go again. There you go. I love this. See you out there in your Six of Swords with your boats. This Joker already stole 5. You done gained some more knowledge and you like, see, I'm out. Right? You got your 2 right here and you still moving out. So you done gained at least 4 more from the 2 that you had already. So you are moving forward. You really are. You have to continue to move forward towards abundance. You see that wheat right there? And don't be afraid to do it by yourself. When I say do it by yourself, I don't mean like you don't have any friends or an encouragement around you. I'm just saying don't be afraid to be like out on your own. Know that you can sustain yourself. Believe in yourself. Know your worth. Know what you're going after. You want something precious and valuable, then think about then be precious and valuable to yourself. Okay. Any other messages? I was surprised that was even I was surprised that those flew out, but let's see if there's anything else. 2 of Swords. All you have to do is make a decision. Yep. Make a decision and execute it. It's the 2 of Swords with the King of Swords. Make a decision and make it happen. You're going to know. You're wise enough. This also, the King of Swords can be related to like legal paperwork and documents, judicial type of stuff. So if you're dealing with anything like that, paperwork wise, contract wise, then just review it really well before you make a decision on that. Maybe seek some counsel from someone. If you're not in that King of Swords energy, then and you know someone who's pretty intelligent and knows about a particular subject that you're inquiring about, then go ahead and ask them for advice on how to proceed forward. Make a wise decision. Yeah, but that's all it's really going to take is for you to make that decision, and then you could step all the way forward. Once you take that step, don't take no backward step. Don't do it. Don't do it. I don't care if they call you. You just start blocking. You know everything you need to do by now. If it's a relationship, you know all the games that they play. You know they're gonna call. You know they're gonna do this. They're gonna be passive aggressive on that. They're gonna act the fool over there. It's gonna be all the stuff. Whatever your situation situation is for you, the guilt trip, the crying, the whatever, the whatevers. Everybody's situation is different, but you've been through it enough times to know the pattern. And so now you already know what to do. So you block the phone calls. You don't let that guilt trip hit you like that. You stand in your power and you take control because you know your worth. Yeah. They stand in their power while they over there bossing you around and treating you a certain type of way. You stand right back in yours. You are just as worthy. If they want somebody to no. I ain't even got, You know your worth. Go ahead and face whatever fear you need to face. Go ahead and do whatever healing you need to do so that you can move out of this darkness into this good, positive area. Like and look at this. It's one tree and it's nighttime and it's looking all spooky and scary. But then over here, there's two trees, and in between those trees, a lot of sunshine, bright light, peace, and happiness. Where you want to live at? I wouldn't want to live over here. Me. That's just me. Let's get the energy of this card, please, and then we'll close this out. Oh, we'll get a piece of advice for you, and then we'll close it out. How about that? Okay. Victory. You are going to win. You are the thinking woman. I equivalent her to like the Queen of Swords as well. She can also be a little bit high priestess because she does know a lot. She's very knowledgeable, not always speaking it, but definitely knowing it. So I think that, let me get my words together. In this magician energy, you're going to be receiving messages. You're going to get a message that's going to help you figure out how to do everything. And when you are triggered, or when something when something triggers you, or a pattern behavior presents itself, you're going to have to listen, or you should listen, because that voice is going to say, don't answer the phone. Or that voice is going to say, go whatever. That there's going to be an inner voice in you that you're going to hear. Like, don't even fall for that. Don't believe that. Remind yourself of what it is that you're going after. You're going after this, the door of value and victory. You're going after success, happiness, abundance, joy, and you have the ability to create it all. You think it, you manifest it, and then you go for it. Okay? Do not take any back steps. Release anything that you are attached to. Release those things that are not good for you. Okay? Let them go. Let them go. If you don't, then you can't get to this abundance that you're looking for. You can't get to this happiness that you're looking for. Yeah. I see a bunch of stuff under there, but I'm not going to go down that road. So, door to value and victory. All you have to do is face your fears. Let go of some type of attachment. Take small steps and believe in yourself. You can't go wrong. You can't lose. You can't lose. You can't. You are really being told, if you just stand up for what you believe in, especially yourself, and you rely on faith and somewhat of a plan, you'll be safe. You'll be safe. You're going to be straight. Because it's going to happen real fast. It's going to happen real fast to the point, like, when something, it's going to be like, like it always does, right? You're going to have an event. And it's going to, you're going to release whatever it is that you needed to release. You're going to actually release that. You're going to even feel it, like, it's going to be scary as hell when you're doing it, or as you're going through it, or you're thinking about it. It's going to be scary, but you're going to do it. And after you do it, for lack of better terms, if all hell breaks loose, or then there's, oh my gosh, now what am I going to do? Don't even stress. Continue to take those deep breaths and breathe through it, and trust that the plan is going to come. Just don't get yourself caught up like this. Your own anxiety will block the message that you need to receive. So take this step, and then just take a minute and just breathe and realize that you took the step. You took the step on faith. Now continue to have that faith and let the rest of it unfold. It's going to unfold for you. You're really kind of stuck right now thinking that you have to plan every single thing down to the T. And that's good to do. It's good to plan. But I think more importantly right now is you taking the step, because that's what's holding you back. So you're using the plan as a reason not to go forward. It's like, well, I don't have this, and it makes sense, but that's not really what you're being called to do, is to stay somewhere until it's the right time. Like, I don't know. I'm not feeling that. I feel like you're being called to just trust and go forward. Of course, always use your own discernment, because I'm not in your life or your house, but go towards know your worth, because here it's worth a lot. Advice, please, for the viewer. Advice. Yeah. I'm gonna take 2. Advice, please. All right, we have the 6 of Raphael. It says, embrace your inner child. New friends, rekindled relationships, children or childhood. Okay, this is starting over. This kind of gives me that 6 of Cups as well as the 6 of Pentacles, right? When you go back to your happiness, when you take yourself back, heal that inner child. Maybe you have some inner child work that you need to work through. Go ahead and do that. Heal that. Bring back that youthfulness. Bring back that curiosity, that happiness, right? Bring that back. Understand how important it is for you to have something for you and for you to be able to enjoy it. So when you were a kid, you would be like, no, I don't want him to play with that because I'm still playing with it. I'm not finished. I haven't finished having my joy with it, right? And then when you're finished with it, you give it away to someone else to play, or you share it, right? I feel like you should do that for yourself. You should go back to that and saying, hey, I want to do what brings me joy. I'm going to do what makes me happy. I'm going to live in that a little bit more, right? I'm going to know how to give and take from people appropriately. And the Sun card comes out. It says, life is wonderful. Thrive through the power of positive thinking and inspiring success. I'm telling you, you have success all over these cards. It's hard for you to make this decision to release something. I know it's hard, but it is so very necessary. It is so very necessary. If you really want what you say you want, then you better go get it. I think yesterday's message was do what needs to be done. This is pretty much the same thing. Believe in yourself. Know your self-worth. Remember who you are. Here's that magician energy. Positive thinking. Manifest this idea. Visualize it. Bring it right on down here so you can have it. It's yours for the keeping, right? Use that King of Swords and that thinking woman energy. King of Swords, Queen of Swords energy. Sharp, intelligent. Keep your mind in the right place. Don't let this anxiety override you. You got this. Have faith. Trust in yourself. No, I can't say it any more. Know your worth. Stand up for yourself. Realize how strong you are. You are strong and you are strong. You are strong and you are loved for sure. And there is great success for you on the horizon. Okay? Great success. I enjoyed reading this for you. Leave me some comments. Follow me on my other platforms and we'll talk again soon.